We are back once again on the other side of the Lighthouse Diary. Semi-outdoors edition, as you can tell. I was drinking a bit of this lovely mango-ness, and I was contemplating, to be completely honest, while I was doing so, trying to hydrate after being under the sun for a while. And usually when I go about my days, the song Coat of Many Colors, I think that's the title for it, by Dolly Parton, it tends to, play in the back of my mind. But today, her other song, one of her other many songs, came up and played in the forefront of my mind. And that song is Backwoods, Barbie. And yeah, there are two parts of the song that really stand out to me as I was reflecting today with my mango juice. The first thing that stood out to me from that song was when she says, where it counts, I'm real. And the other part is, it was something along the lines of, and I'm all dolled up and looking for a chance to prove my worth. Like, correct me if the phrasing is incorrect. But even Backwoods Barbie's feelings hurt, and I'm like, And then I remembered, it's unfortunate for me to say this, but I remembered a former friend that I wrote a song about. And if you haven't heard it, or like you're curious to hear what it sounds like, it's called Green Heart. So yeah, it's going to be on this exact same account that you're watching this from. But yeah, thinking about like those lyrics in that song, and thinking about my former friend who I failed and therefore like decided to write about in my song Green Heart, it just like really got me thinking two things. Like, not only was I reflecting on how, I'm not gonna lie, like I misjudged Dolly Parton's personal style. I would be a little critical of her from a misogynist place, and I repent for it. And the other thing that I obviously feel regret for, that I feel remorse for in particular, is failing this former friend of mine from my song. And yeah, I was just thinking about those two things, and I finally woke up and came to the realization that I allowed myself to be foolish and get like carried away in the surface level stuff about like, oh, who's better than who can do this better than that person, who has more recognition from so and so and so and so and so and so, and like insert person A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P, you know what I mean, A to Z, like just in a terrible like mindset of just wanting to impress everyone. And I let it get to me to the point that it cost me a friendship that probably could have blossomed. I don't know if there will ever be a second chance to have that friendship blossom. But yeah, whatever, like, the feelings, if this former friend even remembers me, if those feelings are negative, rightfully so, you know what I mean? It's just like, she has every right to look at me some kind of way. She has every right to give me the side eye if that's how she feels, I doubt that she remembers me. I highly, highly doubt it. But yeah, I started to kind of put this information together, these thoughts that I was processing, and I finally woke up to the truth that I was ignoring for a very long time, or I wanted to sweep under the rug for a really long time. And I had to come to terms after how many years later that it's just I never really truly felt good enough for my friendship with her at the time, and even now I don't feel good enough. I don't feel deserving enough of her friendship now. I mean, if she were to forgive me for my attitude, you know, back then, I mean, that's great. But if she, if she can't see me the way that she used to see me, like, I'll accept that as well. Like, I will take accountability for it. And again, like, she's living her life. She's probably like living her best. I highly doubt she's ever gonna see this. But ooh, somebody. I'm so sorry. Like, somebody like accidentally like tossed something because of the wind. But anyway, I just got distracted. But yeah, I think she knows like that I'm referring to her. Like, if she ever were to watch this. But yeah, I just want to let her know. I mean, not to put her identity and her safety on blast, but you know, I I'm so sorry for not acknowledging how I truly felt. I'm really sorry for not addressing it soon enough. I'm sorry that it took this long for me to finally process that I just didn't feel good enough for you, and I directed that anger, that bitterness, that competitiveness towards you, and that wasn't cool. That wasn't right. Um, and yeah, even now, I'm still trying to get better at not caring like how low people think of me. But yeah, again, if she is watching this, like, you have every right to dislike me. You have every right to have disdain or disapproval. You have every right. I mean, I highly doubt that you remember me, but I'm sorry for not. I'm sorry for seeing the forest for the trees. I'm sorry for not being mature. And I trust that you are walking an amazing path with our Creator, the Most High. And I pray going forward that my heart will be softened more and more towards you, because I just I messed up. I really did. And yes, I unfortunately I can't take what I did back. I can't take what I said back. Um, but yeah, it's up to the Most High, like, whether we should cross paths again and whether we should continue our friendship. And if not, it's understandable. And yeah. Okay, so like, whether you're familiar with me, whether you're like completely new to this part of the web, the very wide World Wide Web, um, thank you for your time. Thank you for, yeah, I guess listening to a testimony of mine, so to speak. And as I like to say on the main side of the Lighthouse Diary, thank you for being a friend. Stay safe, stay cozy, stay sincere to your healing and adventurous self. And I would love to see you again on this side of the Lighthouse Diary and the main side of the Lighthouse Diary if you feel led to. So.